wrong screen.
Sorry
All
for
right.
the technical difficulties.
It's
Brandon's
been a minute.
been away.
I've been away. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cheap Drinks and Cheat Codes. First time I've been drinking on stream in a while, too. Episode 36, Chicks with...
Yes.
You finish
Yes. Yeah, don't finish it. Get hype, get hype, get hype. How was your trip, Brandon? How was it?
It was so relaxing. I almost didn't come back, to be honest.
That's fair. That's big facts. Well, we didn't miss you when you were gone, so let's get it popping. Did you guys see this list in which we have on the screen? It's a pretty good list of PlayStation games that aren't going to be compatible, and there's not many of them. So, like,
that was the best part. They were like, they threw it up there, like, finally reveals the list, like big clickbait, and it's like 5 games, 6.
Yeah, it's 10 games. I was real sad because I really wanted to play Afro Samurai 2: Revenge of Kuma.
on your PS5, right?
Yeah, on my PS5. So, yeah, it's the second paragraph in right there. 10 titles. If you're curious, it's, Afro Samurai, Ride on the Edge, Isle of Man, Just Deal with It, Shadow Complex Remastered, The Robinsons, The Journey, Hitman Go, which I think is like, isn't that like that mobile version of Hitman? Shadow Wind, and Joe's Dinner.
I think so.
So yeah, it's not a big list.
Joe's Diner.
So that's really impressive because that was like a big thing. Everyone was like, what's going to be backwards compatible? What's not? Everything pretty much. And a lot of games are starting to get like these, and this isn't a little off topic. A lot of games are starting to get these like upgrades. Like, I don't even know if we're talking about it later, but the Ghost of Tsushima is getting the 60 frames or the 120, I think, and the dog companion. Like you can like have a dog. I don't know if it like helps you in missions, but you know, and then you know that's cool. So I'm hoping a lot of games, especially exclusives that were PlayStations, get like some kind of cool, you know, like little something. Like I hope Days Gone gets something. I don't think it will, but I want to replay that game anyway, and it'd be like a cool little incentive, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's. You're good.
For me, the thing is I'm waiting to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PlayStation 5 when I get that, because I know, like, I played an hour or something on my PS4.
Yeah.
It sounded like a jet engine.
Big facts.
Like, if I get that and then they're like, hey, here's a upgrade, it runs faster, 120 FPS, 4K, you know, all that crap. That'd be really, that's awesome, because I can just put in my PS4 disc and not have to go buy some PS5 version.
Yeah, I just think I can see that it's just really smart. Like for people who were on Xbox beforehand and didn't have a PS4, or for people buying a PS5 and maybe they missed out and didn't buy that game in the first place, I can just see that being a big like, oh, and it's upgraded. Like it just makes sense. Like I'm waiting to play a game. Like, you know, again, I want to play Days Gone, but I might just wait to the PS5 just anyway, just to get the better loads and shit. But like if that's cooler if they do more stuff like that. So, you know, it is what it is. But moving on to the next thing, which is also Sony stuff. They did give an in-depth UI video
This is the
today.
new one you added, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yes,
it's right under the
brand
one you
new.
just
I
had.
got it.
Right there. Just hit that play button if you can. Who knows? Sony seems pretty chill. Or you can go to the screenshot, whatever you prefer. But it looks like a crisper-ish version of what we already have. You know, instead of squares, it's like rounded off edges. Like it looks like the same thing. It's just a little bit different. You know, it's a nice little taste that Sony's giving us here.
It is pretty quick. I'll give him credit because I watched this right before stream coming off, getting off work. I watched it, and it is pretty impressive watching him go straight from Little Big Planet, jumping right into the other game almost without a hassle, and then seeing what they were talking about the one time where you can actually choose certain games will have certain parts that you can just quick load. Like he was showing obviously the Little Big Planet again. He's like, oh, I can jump to this level or this level or this level all from the home screen.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the save state stuff. What do they call that?
That's I think
they had a word. I think they had a word for that.
This is definitely like some first world problems, because like I don't mind going to the thing, hitting close app, and then clicking another game, and it does take like 30 seconds. I can like look at my phone, look at an article real quick, like, and now it's just going to be like real quick, which is impressive. even for a PC, like I have a decent PC and I can't do that. Like I have to log out, go to a different thing, click the button. I mean, it doesn't take long, but you know, it's at this point we're so in the future. It's those little things that are going to make a difference. Where before we were like, whatever. But it's cool if you're, you know, you want to see the UI. I'm not a huge, like, I don't play a lot of PlayStation games. Like I haven't turned my PS4 in like months, so I kind of pop it in, play the game, turn it off. Like if I'm playing a PlayStation game, it's like the disc doesn't leave until it's like I'm done playing it or I don't care anymore. So I don't really care about the UI. I'm not going to spend too much in the party systems and all that stuff.
And the thing is the UI has just been a little different from the one before since the PS3, PS4, very little difference than the PS3. PS5, very little difference from the PS4. But the thing is it looks great and it works. You can navigate it easily. I turned my Xbox One on the other day because I wanted to test some of the backwards compatibility, which I don't know if it's just my Xbox One, but it wasn't loading a game that's supposed to be backwards compatible with my 360 disc.
Yeah.
Because they're huge, you know, total backwards compatible thing of 40 original Xbox games, 500 360 games of the, you know, thousands. I don't know. They throw their backwards compatibility out there, and I think they're tooting some bad horn. It's not really that great of a deal. But like that UI, I looked at it on the Xbox One, and I'm just like, I'm lost because they re-changed it, but they haven't fixed anything. So I don't know where to go to find anything. Like, I don't know where to find where it would pop up that I have a disc in, or if there's an update I need to search. So I just gave up and turned it off.
I just want the original Xbox Blades back. The original Xbox Blades UI was super easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think Sony's mastered the simplicity of the UI. Just it's super basic.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
it is
nice.
what it is. Yeah.
And I still play my PS4, and if I'm trying to find, like, I want to go see, I just unlocked a trophy for a game I just started, I want to go see, like, how rare that was and stuff. Click the button, slide over, trophies, bam, it's right there. It's not, I'm not going through 8 million things trying to figure out where to go.
Oh, show. That's what's up, though. Next, let's get an F in the chat, boys. Crucible is no mo. Yeah, so we talked about this game when it first came out. I think, did any of us play it? I feel like some of us played it.
No,
I don't remember. I couldn't remember. So this is Amazon Gaming World, Amazon World. Jeff Bezos made this game himself. It was famous for putting too many things in one pot. Like it was literally like a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Valorant, a little bit of CS:GO, a little bit of what's that other one they're going through lanes?
League of Legends.
Yeah, League of Legends. Like it was literally a little bit of everything. And the game was in beta. They decided to pull it back, and then now it's just canceled. It sucks because it could have been good. I mean, it could have been good. The issue is with these huge companies, Amazon, Google, like they keep trying to do stuff and getting into it, and they don't want to put the actual effort into it, and then it fails, and they just cancel it and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But they are giving full refunds, so if you did buy the game, you know, you're getting your money back, so it's not like you're completely beat. But this is going to be Stadia by the end of like next year. Like, there's no way. There's just no way.
The thing is, games are hopping onto that, which, cause like Cyberpunk 2077 coming to Stadia with everything else. Baldur's Gate 3 came to Stadia, so I mean, that is a lot of them like paying the company to put their game on.
Exactly, that's all that is, and it's just not like you're not. I just don't get it. So you pay $60 for Cyberpunk and you can barely play it. Like I just don't understand. Why would you just not? So you're telling me you don't have a computer or you don't have a next gen console that you would buy that on rather than buying it on the cloud?
I really want to play it on my phone.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm a guy who goes. I work internationally. I'm all over the place, all the time. Japan, New York, Berlin. I don't know. I just can't see a situation where I'd be like, like the internet's not good enough to play it good. Anyway, so it's just like I just don't see the point. We're not there yet.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think Google Stadia is gonna stay around, but it seems like companies are backing it. But I think they're eventually just gonna be like, we're not making any money.
Yeah, and I love the concept. It makes complete sense. Cloud gaming makes sense. It's just some kids can barely get on the internet for school. Like we don't have infrastructure to support that much.
Mm-hmm. I just did like a voice over IP call with a dentist office, and like dentists make tons of money, but their internet was ass. So imagine I'm in the lobby of the dentist trying to play Cyberpunk. Not happening.
Yeah. It's just not there yet, and especially for a game that great, you want to make it look good, and it just doesn't make sense. I would never. If you don't have a PC, if you're playing Cyberpunk, you don't have a PC or a next gen console, or no, it's coming to PS4. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Or an Xbox One. I just don't get it. But Crucible, sorry. At least they did a great job by giving people their money back. That's the real shout out, at least, that they gave you your full refund. And if you supported it, let us know. We're sorry. Rip. On to some good news. We got some Overwatch 2 files. Which are usually pretty accurate for most games that I pay attention to. When there's an update in a file, usually means something's coming rather soon-ish. Now this got teased at BlizzCon 2019 that they are doing an Overwatch 2. Gonna have a little bit more story mode, that kind of thing. In the picture, scroll down just a little bit, Brandon, you'll see it. It's in the BattleNet files there. There was a file called, let me find it. PROV2, and a lot of people are like, yo, that has something to do with Overwatch 2. This is all speculative, but the people that look into this and do data mine this crap, usually you're correct. Like they do this, like I have, I'm a Total War fan, I play these games all the time. Literally people data mine the Steam store to know when the DLC is gonna come out. Like people are crazy. Like it just, what they can find. I mean, shoot, like Valorant and all that stuff. When I think the better one is Apex, where it'll be like data mine character for season 15, and we're on season 2. Yeah. So that's cool that it's it's on track. It was debuted at 2019, so we're in 2020. So if it came out holiday time 2021 or something like that, that makes sense.
The question is, would we go back?
I'll probably play it. My only gripe right now, every time we pick it up, we play hard for like a couple weeks, and I like it. I really don't like the new where you have to pick the character. This isn't new anymore, but when you have to pick the
queue system,
tank, attack, and it's just I don't want to play the same character over and over again, and you're kind of forced into doing so, or we are gonna wait 15 minutes to get into a game.
I think the other thing that they would have to do that would even make me interested, they'd have to have a massive boost in the lineup, because I'm bored of the game. I'm bored of the characters that they have out currently.
That's fair. Justin?
I was playing it yesterday, 2 days ago, and we were running people. We had 4 of us, and we always had 2 guys run like solo assault, and we were actually finding games relatively quick. So I think the lobbies
maybe they fixed it.
Either they fixed it, or the lobbies are full enough with everybody coming back lately, because like I said, the game's like going off again for some reason.
Yeah. Well,
there aren't many other games to play. Like we talked about this off stream. There ain't shit to play right now. Like.
Yeah. Last we played was a while ago, and that was when it was becoming a hot topic. Like everyone's like, dude, I can't get into a game. I can't get into a game. So it's the Halloween event. Maybe we can log on. I just got to download it. It's like 10 gigs. So I mean, I'll give it another go. It's it's a great game. I love Overwatch. I'm good at it. It's fun. It's just I don't want to play even attack. I wouldn't want to play attack 4 games straight. I like to switch. I like to switch to all of them. I just and sometimes you're forced to be a tank over and over again, or forced to be a healer. It's just boring. But Overwatch 2, and I do agree with who said that, Brandon. They should drop like 5 new characters immediately. Overwatch 2 story mode. Here's 5 new characters. Or they could be more, but definitely they can't go, here's Overwatch 2, everything's the same, but there's a story mode and you're paying $60. Like I can see this model going free to play, to be honest with you. Here's Overwatch 2, it's an immediate download, there's 2 more characters and 1 million skins. That would make more sense to me than
I would play it without new characters if it was free to play, but they need to do what Street Fighter did when not the latest Street Fighter, but I think it was Street Fighter 5 came out, and they were dropping characters like League of Legends. They were dropping new characters every like 2 months. Yeah. And that was exciting to watch, because I watched the pro scene, and when you watch the pro scene, everybody plays the same fucking characters all the time. And it's the same thing as Street Fighter. Like, everybody has their main, everybody plays the main, and that's it. But I don't know. I think it'll be cool. The game's beautiful. I love the art style. I'm a huge Blizzard fan. I don't know if you guys talked about it last week. Did you guys talk about all of the Blizzard higher ups leaving?
No, we didn't talk about it.
No.
Yeah. So like, I think 6 of Blizzard's highest people, like creative directors and stuff, all left and made a new company.
Damn.
Okay, good on them. What's it? Do you know what it's called? Do I gotta look it up?
I would look it up. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, boy. We can keep it going, but I'll look it up. 'Cause
Yep,
I'm
yep.
curious now.
So yeah, next up we got Watch Dogs Legions. Currently recommends Ed RTX 3080
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
play
so
it.
the specs drop. So scroll down and you can blow up the picture of the specs in the top right corner. And it blows it up so you can see everything.
Kind of.
So,
This
Not for
is-
people on here, but
This is from Ubisoft.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Like
so
crazy.
so the 3080 is the max settings. It's here. I'll just riddle it off since you. I'm sorry, guy. I thought you'd be able to see it better here. You got 4K ultra settings, ray tracing on ultra, DLSS performance is ultra. You have an i9, a 3080, 10 gigabytes of RAM, VRAM, and then 16 gigabytes of regular RAM. And you, wow, that's impressive. It's only 45 gigs of space. Good on them. Look at them. Call of Duty. Pay attention.
plus 20 gigs of HD textures.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah. still.
Yeah.
Yo, wait, hold,
Yeah,
hold
65
up.
gigs. Yeah.
It needs 20 gigs of textures, bro. I feel like it would do some Call of Duty shit where every time too, it's like getting textures.
Yeah, updated shaders.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So that's on max, like bonkers, crazy. You got to have like the top of the line
Oh,
PC.
Now that
pretty
actually
much.
makes sense though.
Yeah.
They should replace the HD texture thing to say 4K textures because that's only
Pretty
for
much.
the 4K option.
Well, you can run it on ray tracing off on ultra, and it's the same thing. Like I could run ray tracing off.
Well, ray
Oh my-
tracing is just lighting. I'm saying like you look at 1440p, it's only 45 gigs. So it's
Yeah.
those 20 gigs are for the 4K textures, which makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But actually, never mind. I wouldn't even have it because I don't have a 4K monitor, so I would just run it on high if I was playing it on PC. I'm gonna get it for PlayStation because it's not like. I guess you do shoot a lot.
Mhm.
I could probably just get used to it though. Like I play Days Gone with no.
I mean, I'll probably.
This is a couch game for me. I want to just sit back and play it. You know.
I'm on the fence because if anything, I'd get it for PS5 or I'd get it for computer and then just plug my controller in. Because I'm gonna play Watch Dogs 2 sometime soon, and it's gonna be on my TV behind me, sitting right there, not on the cat,
Amazing.
with the controller plugged in to my computer.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a. I want to sit back, surround sound, and play it because the shooting isn't like crazy. You don't have to be like Omega accurate. You're not sniping people. Sniping is the big thing on controller that I don't know how you do it.
Yeah,
Like
like
I remember
Borderlands.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Borderlands 3. I was literally like, I can't snipe. When I was playing with Casey, I just didn't snipe. I just didn't pick him up because I couldn't do it. I took
Yeah,
10
I don't
minutes
know
to
if
go
they
to
have
the
aim
place.
assist on scoped weapons in Borderlands.
No, they don't. Which I don't even like playing with aim assist though. That's another thing. It feels so broken. Like I would let go of the aim down sights and then hit it again, and I'm immediately on their face.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically, you can just throttle on and off of aim assist or aim down sights, and you're always gonna auto lock on faces.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just broken. It's not fun.
Builds confidence.
But yeah. I'm snapping. So speaking of, let's roll right into how I was making fun of Call of Duty.
Cracked out.
So, yeah, so they kind of fixed it. On PC, you will have the option to split Warzone and the rest of the game. AKA a thing that should have been out initially when the game first came out,
Mhm.
because this John is like 250 some gigs. And that's just ridiculous. Like I have a terabyte solid state and I'm like, yo, that's like half of my computer. Once you get rid of the rest of the, jargon, because I don't really have that much space. And that's crazy to me. Like I shouldn't have to delete 50 things to play this game.
Yeah. The next one's about to come out. It's gonna be 300 gigs because they're not gonna figure out how to do this for the next one yet. It's gonna take them till the next game is coming out to be like,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, you can uninstall all this extra crap you don't play. We
It's
just
funny
didn't
'cause-
remember how to do it when we were copying and pasting. I'm never gonna say anything nice about that company. I can't do it.
It's funny because there's a catch here because you think you can just uninstall, like if you just want to play multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
you can't uninstall Warzone.
Mhm.
because they locked the textures and the environments and all the resources for the multiplayer maps and multiplayer itself are in Warzone. So you still, if you want to play multiplayer, if you want to just play team deathmatch, you still have to have Warzone, even if you never touch it, installed.
So even with the update?
Yeah.
Wow. So they only benefited people who only want to play Warzone.
Basically.
I think that's whatever. I think that makes sense, because when I was reading comments, everybody was saying they should have just released an exe file that was Call of Duty Warzone, because there's a ton of people who've never even played Warzone. They have no intention on playing the battle royale. They don't care.
It should have been a separate game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was free to play. I don't understand why it's tied to the other game.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Linked accounts and then link across and
like Valorant. It's just a separate, completely separate download, completely separate. I don't understand.
Yeah, you don't have to have the Riot launcher that also has League of Legends installed. You just have Valorant's exe.
So people are still really pissed off because they just want to play multiplayer. They just want to run in team deathmatch, stuff like that. Yeah. But they can't, because they then have to download Warzone. But then Warzone being
unknown.
Yeah, that's the other thing, because
that's the reason, because they have all the textures for multiplayer. All the textures are tied to Warzone. They're pulling all the textures from the maps and characters from the Warzone files.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Meanwhile, Spelunky 2 is mind you, a single exe file. It's just a 6 gig exe file that has everything compressed and packaged into the exe file. There is no spider webbing of files all over your computer's program file system.
Yeah, I mean, I just explained. Overwatch is 10 gigs, 15 gigs. It's 1 million characters, 20 maps. I mean, I don't. It's not. It's 20 to 30 gigs. It's not a lot whatsoever. So that's what I'm saying. But on to the next one here. This is something I'm extremely excited for. I feel crazy. Yeah, so you can play the video, or you can just go to the screenshots.
I'll play the video. I gotta get past this ridiculous ad.
Okay, yeah, so basically it's going to be what it is. It's a King Arthur game coming out in early 2021 by Neocore Games. It looks really cool. It's coming to PS5, Xbox X, and Steam. Xbox X, that sounds better. It should have just been Xbox X. Yeah, Xbox X, that's what I'm calling it now. It uses a turn-based XCOM style traditional RPG mechanics, and
It's not XCOM style. This is going to be like Disgaea and Final Fantasy Tactics.
Bro, I'm reading it off of the article.
I just looked at their videos, so their article's wrong.
It says XCOM style, like the top-down squares. That's what they mean by that. Jesus, man. Gosh, no. But yeah, it looks awesome. I'm buying it immediately when I can buy it. It looks so good. I love the dark, dank feel of it.
Dank. That's a dank feeling game, bruh.
Yeah, that's XCOM style.
Mm-hmm. This
no,
is super
we're big
style.
wrong. We're just big wrong, Justin. Leave it alone.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm just saying, I play XCOM a lot, and this is more.
You see those big ass squares that are popping up on the screen where they walk, and then they attack.
Google Suikoden, and you'll figure out what I'm talking about.
Maybe they're both the same. How about that?
If I Google that, I'll get a virus.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I don't really play turn-based games, but this would be. I just never enjoyed XCOM. I'm not much of a sci-fi guy, although we just played sci-fi RPG last night with Phil DM and what up. This is cool. This is like Diablo, XCOM-y, not commie, you know what I mean? But XCOM like.
If there's multiplayer, I'm down. I'll be like, yo, Brandon, let's get it. It looks really good. I'm gonna play it. What up, Siege? What up, boy? How you feeling? How's life? But yeah, we're talking about King Arthur. This game looks really good.
It does look really good.
And I do agree with you, Phil. Though I don't think there's gonna be any exploration.
Yeah, that's things with fantasy I like to be able to explore. So I don't know.
You think this would just be pretty linear?
I'll probably pick this up because I do like XCOM. So if it does have the XCOM feel to it.
Oh, and it's on Kickstarter. I
didn't know that.
Just FYI, typically things that are on Kickstarter, I've backed I think close to 30 things now on Kickstarter. Never any games, but the games that I have seen have some bonkers ass rewards for really not that much. Like if you're gonna buy, like if you know you're gonna buy it, like if you're somebody that looked at this and you're like, yes, this is my kind of game. Typically for the same price of the game, you can come out like with some crazy ass rewards. I'm trying to think of one of the games. I don't remember what game it was, but like I think it was like $1,500. Yes, that's a crazy amount of money, but they put you in the game. Yeah. Like they met with you and like put you in the game.
I remember that. I remember hearing about that a while ago.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, so there's a bunch. It's funny. So the pledges, you become like a squire, a knight, a patron of the arts, a lore master. Yeah, there's a bunch on here, and like you said, you get to if you donate $1,000, you get to name an NPC. Exactly. There's no way that'd be real. Like if I was rich, I'd name the NPC and just name it the most ignorant shit on the planet. Like there's just no way. But yeah, you do get a lot of stuff. But again, you're out here donating like ducats to get something like crazy.
Yeah, but do they have like any art books or anything like that? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, like for example, to become a knight, $20. You get the game with a discount. That's it. Yeah, and the beta. So yeah, that's not bad. You get a discount on the game, and you get the beta when it comes out. If they do a beta, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Well, they would. They
$40. I'm sorry.
They would have to do like so. Kickstarter is super anal about like rewards. Like if it's in there, you have to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you become a patron of this, actually is up your alley. Patron of the arts. It's $52. I guess it's 40 pounds. Yeah, you do get the digital art book, digital soundtrack, your name in the credits, and everything from the tiers above. So yeah, you get a bunch of stuff there. That's
the 5 in the credits of King Arthur coming 2020. Check us out. Got to beat the game though.
Yeah, you got to. But that game looks really cool. So you know, 2020, early 2021. Yeah, good hype. Next but not least, we got this Sega Jonski. So we talked about this not too long ago. It doesn't show a picture in this article because it hates me. It was the little Sega Minis. Remember those? We talked about those. Remember? And basically, this article is just talking about how Sega basically is interested in doing more, flashbacks and stuff like that. So Dreamcast might be on the dock. Anything like that. So that would
some
be
of those Gundam games for Dreamcast.
I will say
Crazy Taxi, bro.
The thing with the Dreamcast is, and I don't think Sega cares because it's not like they get money on these games anymore. If you get a Dreamcast, the hardest part is going to get it to be display on your HD TV, which is why the mini phase is doing well. Going back and playing those games on your HD TV.
Yeah.
But a Dreamcast, it takes a CD like a PlayStation, but unlike the PlayStation, it doesn't read a certain license on it until the end of the game. Mm-hmm. So you can just burn games. You just might not get the last level, and you can just play them like that.
Yeah,
it'd be good for me because I don't really finish games.
Yeah, but I mean, they need to do a Dreamcast 2. We've been waiting, still waiting for Dreamcast 2. It's gonna happen.
Dreamcast 2. I mean, maybe it's just such a crazy market, but I thought that was cool.
I never had a Dreamcast 1, but I'll take a Dreamcast 2.
I only played Crazy Taxi. I feel like, and I think that was it. Yeah.
I played Ready to Rumble 2.
I'm in that game.
Oh yeah, you're on the cover.
All right, but cool. Just thought that was interesting. But next we got something that's a little bit more interesting, and this just adds to the dominance of Microsoft. So former Naughty Dog devs go to Microsoft's The Initiative Studio. The main reason that's interesting is because it's a huge dark web rumor right now that they're working on the next Perfect Dark game. If you're a fan of that franchise, there's that.
What's up, Slurp?
Sure. Yeah, that's the big thing. Oh, look at Gravy Party.
Hey, Gravy. What up?
But yeah, so Perfect Dark 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remastered. I don't know. But that's just cool. I remember playing that game. Like, I feel like, what was it for the N64? I don't remember.
N64.
Yeah, it was so long ago. I was like 5. I don't remember much. But that's just cool. I just wanted to let you know, if you're a Perfect Dark fan, it's like a thing.
Yeah, because since that's a rare title, with Microsoft owning them, that could be happening. Because the last one was on the 360. Perfect Dark Zero. It was a launch game. I remember it was one of the games I got at launch. It's pretty good. I don't remember the story. I just know you shoot things.
Yeah, that's all you do.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I don't really know if it was meant to be like a memorable story. It was just meant to combat GoldenEye.
Basically, that's literally what I thought it was anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, this next one's hilarious to me. This came out the other day, like 4 days ago. Baldur's Gate 3. It's in beta. You know, if you're not, this screen is so red. Oh my goodness. Sorry for my face because this is red. It's annoying. Yes. Baldur's Gate 3. What was I lost my train of thought with this bright ass screen. It came out in early access last week, and they basically tweeted out, "Yo, why do y'all suck for making this character? This is like the most designed character that's on the screen. This Henry Cavill looking motherfucker. It's basically all people could come up with. You could be a demon, like this crazy elf lizard dude, you know, a dark elf, a high elf, and people were just like, it's the plain white dude. That's what we're gonna go with." And I thought that was funny because this was from the studio was like, "Come on, guys, seriously, like step it up. Like this is what you're doing."
Said, "Congratulations, you've basically made the default vault dweller."
Yeah, and that was basically just funny. It just made me laugh. So there's nothing crazy to talk about, but you know, if you're enjoying Baldur's Gate 3, let us know. It is really fun. It's still early AF, and I took my own advice of last week and just got Divinity 2 and have been playing the bejesus out of that and Stadia. So yeah, I just thought that was funny. You know, people picking this little Tom Hanks looking fucking. Hey Phil, what's up?
I will admit, I am part of the reason for that because I've made my normal character, which is a human wizard, and I wanted him to look as best as he could towards me. The only thing is I accidentally gave him curly hair. I didn't realize it at first that it was curly hair, and I don't have curly hair.
That is fair. Your hair is not curly.
So I'm sorry. I'm part of this very
part of the
ordinary
guy-
Part of the problem.
The
Son of a
goddamn
bitch.
problem. So did y'all know you could play games on actual potatoes? Did you hear about this? Do you know about this?
What?
Yeah. This is just funny, and I had to talk about it. So this dude is running Doom on a calculator off of 100 pounds of potatoes. So if you're ever stuck like on some Matt Damon stuff in Mars and you just need power,
Oh, copyright. We fucked.
yeah, right. And you just you know need power, yo, just hook up some potatoes, man.
As bad as the coronavirus is,
We got-
only stuff like this happens during a quarantine. Like, who would just go do this unless you were really bored?
I don't know. It's hilarious though. I mean, he's a YouTuber. Shout out Equalo.
Oh, okay, he's a YouTuber. Okay.
Yeah, so he was just doing it for the lulz, probably in the views, but it's still hilarious. Like the
Made
fact that he
10
did all
grand
that
on
and then
video.
Somebody got Doom Eternal running on our Samsung fridge.
I saw that
sometime
today.
this week. Yeah.
yeah, we need a shout out. Like I want to see like how many potatoes it would cost to like power something of worth, like at 64. Like that'd be hilarious. Like set a world record. Just have a humongous potato field set up, and then like your console and a TV. I'm curious. Surprise me. You might need some lemons in there or something. You know. Last but not least, on the main news is something I just wanted to show you guys. Is
Ooh.
you know.
Ooh.
Ooh, indeed.
Ooh.
So this is the Razer Viper Ultimate 2077 edition. It comes also in black, pink, and white. It'll run you $159.99, but if you're into it, it does wireless. It has a dock. You know, if you're crazy enough to get your hands on those Cyberpunk 2070 these chairs, have y'all seen those? I've seen a couple YouTubers with them. It literally looks just like this, except it's Cyberpunk. So you know, if you can, and then you get the graphics card. Was that a 2080? That was the graphics card.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you won the 2080, like you can have a little theme going.
Yeah.
This bad boy too.
Construction caution yellow.
Yeah. So it's just cool. You know, and you can get the charging dock or the mouse only. So it comes in two ways. It's $129 without the dock. So, you know, it is what it is. To speed run. Away.
No wired option.
What it is.
It is what it is. Level uppers is not wrong. You can pretty much do that. You are not wrong. All right, bet. Speed run. Devil May Cry 5. This just came out recently. I thought it was funny. It boots in 22 seconds. It loads. Loads in 4 seconds. Can turn on in 5 seconds, which is crazy. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. I read it wrong like 5 times. So that's just, you know, I really think we are in the stage of life in which it's like first world problems with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
22 seconds, now it's 5 seconds. I don't think it really matters, but you know, that's like instantaneous. Compared to 20 seconds, you might check your time or see if you have a text.
Yeah, there's been times recently I've been playing some Resident Evil games on my PS4, and I expect, oh, it's my launch one, it's going to take some time. And I'm still thinking like even older, and I'm like, oh, I have like over a minute.
Yeah.
Over a minute. So I go to my phone, and then I've been sitting on my phone while it's already finished waiting for me to click a button.
Yeah.
Like, oh, oops.
And the biggest thing in this article, which I thought afterwards, I was like, that is really cool. So with the speed being so much better, it's not really like what I just said about the 5 seconds to 20 seconds difference. It's the fact that a lot of developers now will have the ability to do what all the big titles have been doing for a while, like the God of Wars and the Last of Us, is where, you know how in God of War where you're traversing, you're crawling through something and that's actually loading. Now a lot of games might do that animation loading rather than a loading screen, where they're just like quickly, you're back at a spot, which is true. 5 seconds. Now you can do a cool little animation, and it does help you with immersion, because until I was told that, I didn't know what that was. Like in God of War, it's like, why are you always like, you know, crawling underground or doing something? It was because, you know, it needed to load, which is, you know, the right way to do it. I thought that it was a cue. Yeah, this one's interesting. Crackdown 2 developers, the guys that make Crackdown 2, are now a part of Rockstar. They're Rockstar Dundee.
This is a life.
Yeah, so, you know, that is what it is. That happened in October 6th. So if you're a huge fan of Crackdown 2, you know, maybe they'll come out with some crazy game. I doubt it. They'll just probably be put into a, you know, Rockstar studio, and they'll work on Red Dead 15 or something. But it is what it is, and I just wanted to mention it.
Red Dead Australia.
Yeah. Speedrun continues. This is a crazy one. Kingdom Come. Did any of you guys play it besides me? Kingdom Come Deliverance.
It was always put in the back burner, and I haven't gotten to it, but it's on my list.
That's fair. So it's possibly going to be turned into a movie or a TV series. This game came out in 2018, but Netflix executive Eric Barkman said that might be a thing very soon, which is interesting because it could super happen. The actor that mocaps the dude is like, you know, that's him, so he could easily be that same character. And without any spoilers, the way that game ends is very open to interpretation. Like, so they could easily do something after the story or do a prequel, but probably they could do something afterwards. This game was like 100% Kickstarted, so I don't know if they're gonna make a sequel. I don't even know what this studio's doing because they were such a small studio. But that's cool. I thought that was interesting. We've been getting a lot of game TV shows. We got the Resident Evil movie. We got the Resident Evil Netflix show. Yeah, Monster Hunter comes out in December, so I thought that was cool. Last but not least here, Sega's making a mashup of Yakuza and Streets of Rage. You know, it just looks cool. It literally is the Yakuza characters in a Streets of Rage format, but it looks very old school. So yeah. I thought that was cool. I'll link it.
Until I'd seen that it was supposed to be Yakuza and Streets of Rage, I was looking, because it's their 60th anniversary going on. I think it might have just ended on Steam. But I saw that on there, and I was just like, oh, this is weird, because right above it, they have like a game that was never made. It was supposed to be a Golden Axe game, but with like 3D characters. So those are old 2D games that were on the Genesis. And it was actually a game that got canceled, but they just brought it out, put it up free to play on Steam. It's probably not finished, but you can play through what they have made of that game. So I just thought it was a similar thing, but if it's, and I think it's on there. I think you can get it on Steam right now.
The Golden Axe programmer actually called the publication team at Sega Nazis or terrorists or something like that.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Here we go. Lighting the flame.
Yep.
Do it. Gravy Party, to answer you, Phil's playing. What are you playing? Resident Evil 2 or 3 right now? The remake.
I finished 2.
Yeah.
I'll get to what we're playing. I'll get to what I'm playing there. But my
Never
favorite.
mind, let's go. Keep it pushing.
Good jump in the gun.
Favorite one is definitely 4.
Yeah. Level Uppers, I did not. I don't think I care enough. I need to beat Breath of the Wild. I literally still need to beat Breath of the Wild before I play the same game, ish type thing. And every time I don't pick up Zelda for a long time and then I pick it back up, I don't remember what I was doing. And then it's a problem. All right, we got releasing and relevant here. I'm gonna go off screen and breathe for 20 minutes because I need to, because this is a lot of stuff.
Here's a list.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so bear with me here. I'll try my best because the first one is just so good. You got G.I. Joe Operation Blackout coming to all consoles October 13th. The Red Wings Ace of the Sky comes out to PC, PS4, and Xbox October 13th. Remothered. That sounds like an insult. Remothered Broken Porcelain. PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch October 13th. Shout out, we got Second Extinction, came out October 13th, early access. Torchlight 3 comes to PC, PS4, Xbox October 13th. Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest comes to PC October 13th. Wood Salt comes to PC and Switch October 13th. We haven't gotten a good Switch game in a while until actually I get to the bottom of this list. One Chabra Origins comes to PC, PS4 October 14th. Partisans 1941 comes to PC yesterday. Shout out, we got a good one here. Age of Empires 3, the definitive edition, came out today. That's gonna be good. We got Airplane Mode, comes to PC October 15th. I'm assuming that's a flight simulator. We got Alpaca Ball All Stars.
That sounds
comes to PC and Switch today. Cake Bash comes to PC, PS4, Xbox, and Stadia today. Cloudpunk comes to PS4, Xbox, Switch today. Doodle God Evolution comes to PS4 today. There's a lot. Hunting Simulator 2, because I feel like there's not 15 of those, comes to Switch October 15th, which is today. Monster Truck Championship comes to PC, PS4, Xbox. Guess what? When? Today. You got Ring of Pain comes out today. Roki comes on the Switch today. Space Crew comes to PC, PS4, Xbox, and the Switch today. Oh, shout out. This is a big one. Tennis World Tour 2 comes to the Switch tomorrow. Oh, no, today. I got ahead of myself. Crazy. Today, you got Nine Monkeys of Shaolin comes to PC, PS4, Xbox, and Switch tomorrow. We got Equinox Deep Descent comes to PC tomorrow. Crown Trick comes to PC and Switch tomorrow. Fishing North Atlantic comes to PC October 16th. The Ghost of Tsushima Legendary Multiplayer Update. So this is the multiplayer edition, and that was it actually. Comes out tomorrow. Last but not least, we got Mario Kart Live Home Circuit comes out tomorrow, which is you can make the circuit around your house. You can literally race around your house, in your yard, whatever. That looks really cool. That comes out tomorrow. I am done. Boom. Get rid of like 99 of these games. I think we can really summarize it with Age of Empires 3, Mario Kart, Second Extinction,
Ghost,
the Ghost update. A lot of these are just a lot of indie titles that
I will say I added Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest onto my wish list because it's based on the World of Darkness tabletop role-playing game, which the Vampire the Masquerade is based on. And those Vampire the Masquerade games we've been seeing, because there's the whole like second one that's coming out. They're just little like not really like adventure games where you're actually moving around, but you'll go and you'll talk to people and you'll discover things like it's probably a lot of the older text-based style of gaming, but with just art.
Yeah.
They're like those, and people have been making it, but it's based off the tabletop role-playing games. So I added that to my wish list.
I feel like your wish list is like 300 games.
No, it's like 30.
That's a lot, but all right. Justin, give me... That's true. Justin, give me a 1-minute review of Second Extinction.
It is basically open world with objectives, Left 4 Dead. So just replace all the zombies and special zombies with raptors and special raptors, and there's like T-Rexes and like I think Allosaurus, the ones with like the like armor shell ones with a little hammer tail.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like Left 4 Dead, but with dinosaurs. It's fun. Solo is pretty difficult because you get jumped pretty easily.
Right.
And it's only up to a team of 3. And
good dang.
Yeah.
So is it an early access wait or a buy now? What's the look?
I give it a little bit. It is fun now, but when you have 3, it becomes kind of like simple because you just kind of spray and that's it. So until they add like a difficulty selector and like the leveling starts coming up a little bit more, then I think it's definitely an eye on the radar.
Big facts. Thank you for that. And
Mwah.
what's that cheat code, Phil?
Oh, the cheat code? Well, there's more than one. But it's for Age of Empires 3, because what if you're getting that definitive edition and you don't want to do it the real way? You can literally just, as you're playing, you'll hit enter. I assume it opens a command prompt. And then you just type in, a recent study indicated that 100% of herdables are obese. And that'll fatten all the animals on the map. You can say, give me liberty or give me coin, and you'll get 10,000 coin. Medium rare, please, gives you 10,000 food. Little greater than sign censored, less than sign censored, greater than sign will give you 10,000 wood. And this is too hard, we'll just let you win in single player.
That is hilarious. So, little Age of Empire thing there. I will be getting the definitive edition. It looks great. It's $20. Like, this is the original game right here. Imagine it just completely redone. It looks so good. I'll be getting it.
I think they also added a lot of stuff to it as well.
Yeah, they did. So I'm getting up in there.
I think this is the one I had when I was a kid, and all I did was you could create like custom maps, and I just make one army, and I'd watch them run at each other and kill each other.
Okay.
That's all I did.
You psycho.
Yeah, I was about to say. All right. Look, that add you to a list for that. But all right, let's hit it. What we playing? We got Justin. We got Phil, Justin, Brandon, then myself. Let's go.
Me?
Yeah, you're first. You're first.
Well, I finished Resident Evil 2, the Leon story playthrough on the remake.
Now you're gonna play Days Gone.
No, not yet. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to play. I started Resident Evil 6.
Okay.
Then Resident Evil Revelations, and then Resident Evil 0, and I'm trying to decide which one I want to play because I've never finished 0, and I've never played 6 or Revelations. So.
I've watched Gravy Party play every single one of them. So there you go, 0 it is.
Gravy Party was saying something about the original Resident Evil 3, and I have new shelving units, and all my PlayStation 1 games are out. I have all 3 right over there.
Bang, bang, boom. Who's next? Oh, the order changed.
No, we're still.
Go ahead, Justin.
It's still
no, it did. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I've been kind of bouncing all over the place lately. I'm playing Apex with the guys. Then I picked up Overwatch and playing that a little bit. Star Citizen playing that a little bit. Second Extinction, gave that a try. And then I randomly, for no reason, fired up Destiny 2. And
I saw that and vomited a little in my mouth.
It's more of like a nostalgia thing. Like I played it and I was like, this kind of like takes me back to the first one. So that was kind of fun.
Did you play
You beat it in 30 minutes again? You were like, this reminds me of the first one.
So many questions. What, Phil?
Did you play the second one? Like, is this your first time?
I played the first one up until the first expansion, and then I stopped.
So but you haven't played Destiny 2.
Yeah, Destiny 2. Yeah, I played it till the first expansion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first expansion is super small. They're both pretty short. I enjoyed Destiny 2 when I was playing it. The first raid that came out is like a World of Warcraft raid. It's so goddamn long.
Yeah.
The one where you jump like rock to rock.
No, you're
Get
like
to
in
him.
a temple ship thing.
Brandon, you're thinking of the first one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the very first raid that came out. Or are you talking about? Yeah, I've only seen 2 raids in my life, and no jumping on rocks.
I've watched most of them, and like the first one, it may be on the first Destiny, but like people were pissed because it takes like 35 minutes to get to the door, and if somebody in your party dies, there's no way to res them. They just have to start from the beginning and run back.
Yeah, that must be the first one.
Cool.
But, yeah, that's me.
Cool beans. Is it me? That was Brandon.
And Brandon.
Sure. I ain't been playing shit. I've
You
been
played
gone.
one thing yesterday.
And one today.
We played
All right.
games. We play games for like an hour each day, and it has been.
We played the game for 3 hours yesterday.
That was a role-playing game, Phil. That's different.
It's still a game. It is.
All right, yeah. So I played Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, we did a Call of Cthulhu RPG last night. It was super dope. Justin sacrificed himself. Oh, this way. This way. Justin sacrificed himself. You know, we out there killing monsters. You know, it is what it is. But go ahead, Josh.
Yo, dog, I already mentioned it. Last week we talked about Baldur's Gate 3, how much I liked it, but it just didn't feel complete because it's not. So I got Divinity, and I have already have like 15 hours in that game. That's all I've been doing. When I have free time, I've been playing that. My party out here just, you know what I mean, dead people. I gotta do it. I gotta finish it. And I'm nowhere near done, but it's really fun. So that's it. I'll probably get Age of Empires 3 tomorrow or today, whenever I feel like buying it. And I might give that a go. But
you can try those cheat codes, see if it still works.
And he's never gonna question Phil about games again.
Nope, I can't. Nope. Cool. That about wraps it up, boys.
All right.
Let us know in the comments, in everything. Phil, you're a god, by the way, in the chat.
That's what I have.
Let us know how you feel about Crucible. If you were like, yo, it was the bomb diggity and I'm sad. Let us know about Overwatch 2. Are you excited? What do you think they should do? Should they do free to play? Should it still be $60? If it is $60, should it be like 12 new characters? You know, it should be, honestly. Watchdog Legions, like, are you going to get it? PC, PlayStation? What do you think you can play it on? How do you feel about Call of Duty? Are you getting a Knight's Tale? You should. All this stuff. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. That's all I got.
For me.
Peace.
Till next time, boys.
Everyone.
Later.
Thanks to chat. Thanks, views. See you next week.
Oh, yeah. Love.